home for the most local news. News 10 ABC in the morning starts now.
Is it Beethoven? Is it Bach? Is it Mozart? No, it's just Ben Ryan on the keys. So coming up after the break, I'll show you where we are, what we're learning, and what you guys can learn at home.
Well, the start of the school year gives students a chance to explore new things and try activities that they might end up loving in the future. But at times, the fine arts programs can be overlooked, but they shouldn't be.
True, very often the first ones to be cut,
of course.
Right? One local studio trying to change that, making sure music lessons available to all. News 10 ABC's Ben Ryan live from a place called the Music Studio in Colony. Good morning, Ben.
Good morning, guys. Yeah, in school or not, music will always be important, and one place that does a great job of that is the Music Studio in Colony. It's been around since 1977, and through its creative learning techniques and its high-energy classes, well, it's been nothing but successful. With over 15,000 alumni, I mean, we have to talk about that. It all started with the director, Noelle Liberty. Noelle, how are you?
Great, thank you. We were excited you're here.
I'm excited to be here, so we have to talk. What was the idea behind this? 1977, what was your idea into creating successful music students?
Well, I started out teaching students private lessons, but the kids needed more than that. So then we started the foundation program so that young kids, 4 to 8-year-olds, would learn the basics that they need, and then private lessons, special needs classes, adult piano. So we try to take the kids where they start, the adults where they start, and just help them grow.
And talking about those fundamentals, that goes into sight reading, ear training. How important do you think that is when growing up, especially?
Very important. The younger you get the kids, the better.
Well, we have to talk about that. And something I also found pretty interesting was that just as of 2017, you brought in a special needs director as well, correct?
Absolutely, yes. Beth McLaughlin, who is amazing and wonderful. We are thrilled to have her.
And Beth is right here. Hello, Beth. Hi. Good morning. What's going on today?
It's nice to see you both.
We have to talk about the special needs program. So, how did you get involved with the Music Studio?
Boy, I've known Mrs. Liberty since 1978, and I'm very excited to be a part of this. I retired as music therapist in 2016, and really felt that music was such an important part of children's lives, children's of all levels of functioning and development. So upon retirement, I thought I would love to bring my students or students with special needs into a community-based program, and I knew of this program and was very excited to talk to Noelle about it.
And why is that so important? I mean, we have all this stuff right here, so what's going on here?
When I work with children with special needs, they come in with a lot of different abilities. Many of the children are nonverbal, so they need pictures for communication. They like to know what's happening and the sequence of events so that they can predict, what they're going to be doing. So the picture schedule helps them to understand what's coming next. I have instrument choices for them to make. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, awesome. Coming up in just a little bit, guys, the students are coming in. They're going to show us what they're learning. Might get on the keys as well. So it's going to be pretty interesting. So I will learn that as well. But for now, guys, back to you.
I love that, opening up the world of music to those with special needs, and it makes such a difference for them. It's great.
Good morning. We're at the Music Studio in Colony, and while it's very heavy piano-based, they're learning much more than that. So coming up at the break, I will tell you and show you what I mean. Good morning, guys. Good morning, guys. Yeah, I started in about 4th grade, 4th, 5th grade, going from orchestra and jazz band. But it's so important to have music in class, and that's why they're teaching it outside the classroom. But before we get started, and I talk about the foundation, take a look at what they're putting together. Let's see what we got. We got a song. What do we got? Oh. There it is. I just want to dance. So again, I am back with Noelle. We're going again. We're back in the next half hour. So we got to talk about the foundation. The foundation is a program learning the fundamentals, which we talked about earlier, sight reading, everything, but also to learn and write their own music. So how important do you think that is for them to start up?
Well, all these kids started in the foundation program years ago and are still with us as piano students. But in the foundation program, they learn singing, ear training, work on the pianos, rhythm reading, note reading, all in a fun way with parents in class, and just learn all the basics of music. So for whatever they go on to.
And you have them work with professionals, which is pretty unheard unheard of for the most part. You got to work with the Albany Symphony Orchestra, and how important do you think that is? You know, it's a whole professional experience. They get to learn from the best.
They absolutely do. We've had a wonderful relationship with the Albany Symphony since they've started the Magic of Christmas. So they perform yearly and had music written for them and the Albany Symphony. It's so inspiring.
Awesome. So we have a couple students over here. I'm going to walk my way over to Krisha. Hello, Krisha.
Hello.
How's it going?
Good.
Did you just finish up the foundation as well?
Yep.
And so how important do you think that is, you know, to get you advanced to the next level?
Because we start at fundamentals and creative keyboard, learning how to play different percussion instruments, and that kind of molds us into being able to play these kind of instruments when you're older.
So also, they sing as well. They don't do vocal lessons here, but they have a song prepared over here. I'll take you out. You know, they say the voice is so important in music, guys. We're going to get prepped up right over here. I'll show you in just a little bit when we come back. So for now, I'll send it back to you, but the voice, guys, it's so important. We'll have a little jingle when we come back.
Oh, they're so talented.
They are.
And look at the suits. Oh, my God. Nice suspenders. Look at these suspenders.
I think Ben will be sporting that next time, right? Yeah.
Well, the start of the school year gives students a chance to explore new things and try activities that they might end up loving in the future. But at times, the fine arts programs get overlooked or cut.
That's true, but one local studio is trying to change that, making sure that music lessons are available to all. News 10 ABC's Ben Ryan, live from a place called the Music Studio in Colony. Good morning, Ben. Oh, you're feeling the music.
Hey. Good morning, good morning. We're at the Music Studio in Colony, guys, and they have a music initiative which brings awareness to the capital region about the talent that's here. So they have free performances, they have recitals, and on top of that, they have their hit single, Zippity Doo-Dah, and they're performing that right now. So if you flip it over to Fox 23, we'll show you all the action, what else they learn. Let's get it.
Pops.
Awesome. Ben, keep up with the choreography there, man.
That's how you start off your day. They are incredibly talented. They are. That's a lot of fun. We'll get back to Ben later on Fox. And we'll check in with News 10 ABC's Ben Ryan, who's at a local music studio that's looking to make a difference in children's lives. There's those suspenders. I knew he was going to get those.
Good morning. We're at the Music Studio in Colony, guys, and we're heading back to the piano. So coming after the break, we'll show you what it entails and how the program works.
The start of school gives students a chance to explore some new things and try activities that they might end up loving in the future. But at times, the fine arts programs get overlooked, often cut even. One local studio offering some top-notch lessons outside of the classroom for everyone that's interested. And that's where you find News 10 ABC's Ben Ryan this morning. He's got more. Ben.
Good morning, guys. Yep, good morning. I got some straps this time. They're fit for the use, so a little tight on me. But we're at the Music Studio in Colony, and one of their main programs is the piano program. It's very enhanced here. But before I break it down in the detail, guys, check out the talent that we have going on here. This is Emmanuel and Kendall. They're working on a duet right now. They've been working on it for quite some time. They've both been involved with the piano program, but now I'm back with Noelle again. What's going on? So now we have more students that are involved in your piano program. So let's talk about the start of that. You know, it's a 2-year program, and you go after the foundation.
Well, there's creative keyboard in their lessons do group classes as well as private lessons and performances and all sorts of fun stuff.
And what do you think's the most important part when it comes to piano playing? Rather than, you know, obviously just reading the music, but when it comes to a performance base, you have to have poise, you have to have the right structure. So what do you think is so important about that?
Well, I think the kids start when they're little with little performances, and as they grow up, it's just part of them. So it's easy. You know?
That's awesome. So they've been working at it for quite some time. I'm going to walk over here. Hello, ladies. I don't mean to cut you off. Sounds great. So I need to ask, how long have we both been in this program for?
We've been in this program for 15 years now. We've been going
15 years?
Yeah.
Your whole life almost.
Yeah.
What have you been learning through it, both of you?
Honestly, we've been learning anything from Chopin to Billy Joel.
Chopin and Billy Joel. All right. So when it comes to performing, what really helps you out with that?
Just fostering that music community, you know. There's such a community here at the Music Studio, and just being with them, makes it so easy.
And what were we just playing? What piece is that?
It's Fanfare Toccata Rondo.
All right, so let's try it again. So let's start up from the beginning. Okay. I'm gonna join one of you. So I'm gonna sit right here. All right, let's see how we got it. How's it start?
Okay.
All right, 1, 2. All right, guys. Well, I will send it back to you. It seems like I might need a little bit of work, so I'm going to start in the foundation. But for now, I'll send it back to you.
I want you to join in that duet next time we see you, Ben.
Good morning, guys. We're at the music studio in Colony, and I promise you, there's never a dull moment. It's never quiet. There's so much going on, and I'll show you just what I mean coming up after the break. What do we got?
Start of school gives students a chance to explore new things and try activities that they might end up loving in the future. But at times, fine arts programs, as we know, get overlooked, very often cut, right? One local school studio is trying to change that, making sure music lessons are available to everybody. That's where Ben Ryan has been all morning at the music studio in Colony. Ben.
Good morning, guys. Yeah, Noelle's been telling me all morning that children absorb things like sponges, and through their Music for the Young program, well, they can start learning at the age of 2 through traditional tunes. They play the piano, and they're captivated by rhythms, guys. So I'm back with Noelle, and we have to talk about this program. So it's really cool and it's very interesting. So how do you teach them, and how do you get them to pay attention as well?
They are good kids. They pay attention all the time. And what we do, we change activities every 5 to 10 minutes, so it really engages them.
So what are some certain things that we do? I know they dance a little bit, they catch the rhythm, their bodies, but they also play a little bit. So what are some specialties that you guys do?
Well, lots of rhythm instruments, lots of piano. We start beginning note reading even with the 3-year-olds, and rhythm reading.
All right, so let's start. I think we could start with one. We have one for rhythm, correct? So
yeah.
So what's going on here? So we have all the kids on the drums. Hello, guys. How are you? We're doing well? Good. Okay. This is Tara, Baxter, and Dagny, guys. All right, so let's get started. Let's see how this goes. Hey. So this kind of helps with their rhythm, correct?
Absolutely, yep.
So they're feeling it. They know when to come on beat and when to go off it. So, all right, so I need to come over. Oh, there's more. All right, Dagny, I have to ask, how is it here?
Good.
Good. What are you learning?
I forget.
You forget? You don't know what you're learning? I thought you played the piano.
Yes, I know.
Oh, she plays the piano. But guys, it's not just for the youth. It's for all ages. And through the recreational classes, well, we come on over here. And they're learning how to play piano as well. Doesn't matter, they start with the basics, so they start simple. Hello, Renee. I'm with you now.
Hi.
How's it going?
It's going fine.
Going fine. Okay, so what kind of opportunities does this bring you?
Well, all my life I wanted to play the piano. My daughter played. I never did, so when I retired, it became something I was going to do.
And did you ever feel like it was too late?
Many, many times. However, because I don't pick it up like these kids do.
Yeah,
but it's never too late. I'm glad I do it. It keeps my brain, gives me exercises my brain, and that's a good thing.
Well, that's awesome. So they're playing What a Wonderful World right now. So they're learning so much in just a short amount of time, guys. But hey, if you want to get involved, fall classes started today. And if you're a little nervous about trying out, you can just come on, swing by, see how you like it, and then sign up for there. So for now, we're going to stay jamming out, and I'll send it back to you.
All right, awesome, Ben. Coming up next on News 10 ABC in the morning.